You've been distracted for far too long. You've given your energy to things that don't serve you. In 2025, that has to change. It's time to turn inward and focus only on yourself, on becoming the best version of who you can be. And let me tell you this isn't selfishness. It's necessary for your survival and for your ability to give to others. You see, the world doesn't care if you succeed. It doesn't owe you anything. The truth is, no one else can fix your life except you. No one can go through the struggles you face, or feel the weight of your burdens, or bear the consequences of your actions except you. And if you want to move forward, you need to stop looking outside yourself for solutions. The first thing you need to do is take responsibility. Stop deflecting blame. The reason you're stuck where you are right now, stagnant, dissatisfied, or unfulfilled, is because of the choices you've made. Every mistake, every missed opportunity, every time you've failed to act has led you to this point. That's the hard truth. There's no more room for excuses. No more blaming circumstances or other people or the system. You have to own your situation. Because once you do, you regain control. Understand this. Responsibility is not about guilt or shame. It's about ownership. Ownership of your choices, your failures, your life. The moment you take responsibility for everything in your life, the moment you stop playing the victim, you unlock the power to change. You are where you are because of your decisions. That's painful to admit, but it's liberating. It means you can make a different choice now. You don't need the perfect conditions. You don't need someone else to fix it. You can act, starting right now. Excuses keep you locked in a cycle of passivity. When you make excuses, you give up control. You wait for circumstances to align, for the right moment to come. But that moment never comes. You have to make it happen. That's the essence of responsibility. Choosing to act in spite of discomfort, adversity, or uncertainty. This isn't about blame. It's about moving forward with intention. It's about confronting the harsh truths in your life and making adjustments. Yes, life is hard, but you're not a passive observer in your own story. You're the author. And as long as you keep giving power to external forces, you stay stuck. So stop, own up, acknowledge where you've gone wrong and why. Learn from those failures. Make a commitment not to repeat them. Own your mistakes, but don't be defined by them. They're stepping stones, not chains. Once you stop making excuses, you can take decisive action. You stop waiting for someone else to come to your rescue. No one is coming. You have to save yourself. That's the key. Taking responsibility is not a comfortable thing to do. It's not easy, but it's necessary. And it's the only way forward. The moment you take full responsibility for your life, you unlock the power to change. You move from being a passive observer to an active creator of your future. You are the one who shapes your life, your destiny. Own that. Focus on your own growth. It's easy to get distracted by the problems and needs of others, but the truth is, you have no business trying to fix anyone else until you've fixed yourself. Your life is your responsibility, and that responsibility is already immense. So, it's easy to believe that you can help others by trying to mold them into something you think they should be, but the reality is, you can't save anyone who isn't already willing to save themselves. Your focus should be on becoming the best version of yourself. You're the only person you can truly change, and that's more than enough work. Commit to mastering your mind. Understand its power and its limitations. Train your body, not just to be fit, but to be resilient. Build your emotional discipline so that when life throws the inevitable curveballs, you can remain calm, composed, and in control. Strengthen your spirit so that you Remain aligned with your values, no matter what challenges come your way. When you do this, when you commit to the never-ending journey of self-improvement, you not only give yourself the best chance at success, but you also prepare yourself to be of use to others. Not as someone who fixes them, but as someone who has the strength to support them in their own journey. There's power in this. When you've become strong, when you've conquered your own struggles, you can help others in a way that doesn't diminish your own energy or drive. You'll give them what they need, not what you think they need. But this doesn't mean you should turn into a selfish, narcissistic person who ignores the world around them. No, it means that you need to develop the internal resources to face life's challenges head on. You need to have the capacity to deal with your own difficulties without being consumed by them, to become stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. Not for the sake of vanity, but because it's the only way to live a life of purpose. It's not about isolating yourself or abandoning the people around you. It's about gaining the clarity to see what's truly important, to make the right decisions, and to take the right actions in your own life. When you're solid in yourself, when you're not at the mercy of your emotions or impulses, you're able to navigate the world with precision. You can help others, but without losing yourself in the process. That's the key. Fix yourself first. Everything else will fall into place. Focus on your physical health because it's the foundation for everything else. You are not just a mind. You are a body that will carry you through this life. And if you neglect that body, you are setting yourself up for failure. Strength, energy, resilience, they come from taking care of your physical self. Exercise regularly, not just because it's a good idea, but because it's essential. Your body needs movement to stay sharp, to stay alert. You don't need to become obsessed with fitness, but you do need to make it a part of your routine. Make time for it every day. Doesn't matter if it's a brisk walk, a gym session, or sometimes spent stretching. Do something to keep yourself in motion, to keep your body capable. But it's not just about exercise. It's about what you put into your body too. Food is fuel. You wouldn't put bad gas into a high-performance car, so why would you put low-quality food into your body? Eat well. Choose whole, nourishing foods that give you the energy to power through your day. Don't feed yourself crap and then wonder why you're sluggish, why you can't focus, or why your energy drops halfway through the day, right? Your body doesn't deserve that kind of treatment. You are what you eat. And if you're putting junk into your system, you're going to feel like junk. You need to think of your body as a vehicle for your life. And every choice you make in terms of nutrition will either help you become a high-performing machine or keep you stuck in mediocrity. Sleep is another cornerstone of physical health. You cannot burn the candle at both ends and expect to perform at your best. Rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you sleep, your body repairs itself, your mind processes what you've learned, and your energy is restored. If you're skimping on sleep, you're operating at less than your potential. Don't fool yourself into thinking you can go without it. Sleep is the fuel for the engine that is your body, and if you're not getting enough of it, you're undermining everything you're trying to build. Create a sleep routine, prioritize it. Get off your devices an hour before bed. Wind down, allow your body and mind to prepare for rest. The quality of your sleep matters as much as the quantity. Third, focus on your mental health just as much as you focus on your physical health. They are not separate entities. You cannot expect to be physically strong if your mind is weak. You cannot be at your peak if your mental health is neglected. Challenge your mind constantly. Your brain is like a muscle. It needs exercise. Read, study, learn. Curiosity is the key to maintaining a sharp mind. Stop feeding your brain with garbage, social media, endless scrolling. It's all junk food for the mind. It's like eating candy every day and expecting to stay healthy. Instead, invest your time in material that improves you, that makes you better. that expands your thinking and challenges your perceptions. Knowledge is power, but only when you invest in the right kind of knowledge. Don't waste time on things that won't help you grow. Read books that challenge you, that stretch your capacity to think critically and creatively. Listen to podcasts that expose you to new ideas, new perspectives. Surround yourself with people who think deeply, who inspire you to think differently, to think better. Your mind is your greatest asset, but you must protect it. You must be vigilant about the thoughts you allow to occupy your head. Negative thinking is a plague. It will poison your mindset and hold you back. Negative self-talk, self-doubt, worry, and fear, they all come from the same place: a lack of control over your mind. You cannot let your mind run wild. You must take charge, rein it in, redirect it, focus on thoughts that empower you, that move you toward your goals, not away from them. When a negative thought enters your mind, don't just let it settle there. Recognize it for what it is, an obstacle, and then replace it with something positive, something productive, something that serves you. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes, rather than something that works against you. Well, brave and display, I call it the forgiveness of yourself. Mental health isn't just about avoiding negativity, it's about nurturing your mind. Give it what it needs to thrive. Just as you eat nutritious food to keep your body strong, you need to feed your mind with thoughts that build you up. Every day, you should be practicing mental discipline. It's not enough to wait for inspiration to strike. You need to create the conditions in which inspiration can thrive. You do that by committing to personal growth, by pushing yourself to learn, to adapt, and to evolve. This is a lifelong process, but it starts with daily actions. And those actions must come from a place of awareness, from the realization that the power to change your life rests within your control. Take responsibility for your thoughts. Don't let them control you. You can't always control the circumstances that happen to you, but you can control your response to them. You can control your attitude, your perspective, and your actions. That is power. It is the power to create the life you want. It starts with a decision to be disciplined, to focus on your health, both physical and mental, and to take ownership of your growth. When you begin this journey, it won't be easy. There will be resistance. Your mind will try to pull you back into old habits. Your body will protest when you push it to new limits. But this is the essence of growth, overcoming resistance. You will not become stronger or better without it. When you encounter resistance, you need to push through it, not avoid it. That's how you grow. You become stronger through struggle. You become better through effort. The more you invest in your body, in your mind, in your emotional state, the better equipped you will be to handle what life throws your way. The more you take care of yourself, the more you can take care of the people around you, and the more you will be able to achieve. This is not a temporary fix. This is the path to becoming the best version of yourself. Focus on your emotional health. It's easy to let your emotions take control, especially in moments of stress or conflict, but you cannot afford to let them dictate your actions. Emotions are powerful, yes, but they are not the driver of your decisions. You are. The first step in mastering your emotions, acknowledging what you feel, why you feel it, and how it affects your decisions. Most people react to their emotions, but reacting often leads to poor choices. Instead, you must learn to respond. Responding is an active decision, whereas reacting is an automatic, often impulsive response that comes from a place of emotional instability, anger, fear, sadness. These emotions are part of the human experience, but they must not control your life. When you let these emotions rule you, you lose your power. Anger can lead you to lash out, make decisions you'll regret, and damage relationships. Fear can paralyze you, keeping you stuck in a place of indecision and stagnation. Sadness can lead to self-pity, and action. None of these emotions in and of themselves are inherently bad, but when they control your actions, they stop you from making the best decisions for your life. You must learn to identify these emotions as they arise and acknowledge them without judgment. Understand that it's okay to feel anger, fear, or sadness. It's a natural part of life. The key is not to suppress these feelings, but to give them a healthy outlet. You have the ability to observe your emotions from a distance, to recognize when they arise, and to choose how to respond to them. This is the power of emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, manage, and use your emotions in a way that serves you rather than undermines you. Emotional health also involves knowing when to detach from a situation that is provoking a strong emotional response. Sometimes the best course of action is to take a step back, breathe, and gain perspective before reacting. Reacting in the heat of the moment often leads to miscommunication, regrets, and unnecessary conflict. Learning to pause, take a deep breath, and reflect before responding can save you from making rash decisions that you later regret. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending they don't exist. It means you take the time to process them in a healthy way. You give yourself space to feel, but you don't let those emotions dictate your actions. You allow yourself to feel anger, but you don't let it turn into a destructive outburst. You allow yourself to feel fear, but you don't let it keep you from taking action. You allow yourself to feel sadness, but you don't let it paralyze you. Understanding the difference between reacting and responding is key to emotional mastery. When you react, you're letting your emotions dictate your behavior. But when you respond, you're making a conscious choice to act in a way that aligns with your goals and values. This level of emotional discipline takes practice, but it's essential if you want to achieve long-term success. Developing this emotional control doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't come without effort. It requires introspection, self-awareness, and the willingness to confront uncomfortable feelings. You have to be willing to take a hard look at yourself and your emotional patterns. Do you tend to get angry too easily? Are you prone to letting fear stop you from taking action? Do you sink into sadness and let it drag you down? And if you can identify these patterns, you can begin to work on them. The more you understand your emotions, the better equipped you are to handle them when they arise, right? And so it became clear to me as I started working with patients that relationships tended to control everything. You know, when I would be working with somebody, a koyata, emotional health is not about eliminating negative emotions. It's about learning to navigate them effectively. It's about being in control of your emotional landscape so that you can make decisions that move you forward, not hold you back. It's about building resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue pursuing your goals, regardless of what you feel in the moment. When you're emotionally healthy, you can respond to life's challenges with a clear mind, a calm demeanor, and a sense of inner strength. You no longer react out of fear, anger, or sadness. Instead, you approach every situation with a balanced perspective, knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way. This emotional stability allows you to maintain your composure, even in the most stressful situations. It helps you avoid falling into the traps of impulsive decisions, emotional outbursts, and regretful actions. Take the time to understand your emotional triggers. What sets you off? What situations bring up feelings of anger or frustration? What situations make you feel anxious or fearful? Once you identify these triggers, you can work on strategies to manage your emotional responses. This could be as simple as taking a moment to breathe before responding, or practicing mindfulness to bring yourself back to the present moment. Over time, these practices will help you respond more thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. You must also be mindful of your emotional environment. The people you surround yourself with have a significant impact on your emotional state. Toxic people can drain your energy and influence your emotions in negative ways. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, challenge you to grow, and help you maintain emotional stability. Don't allow toxic relationships to undermine your emotional health. You are the average of the people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. Emotional health isn't just about feeling good all the time. It's about being able to navigate the ups and downs of life with clarity and control. Life will always have its challenges, setbacks, disappointments, stress, and conflict. But when you are emotionally healthy, you can handle these challenges without losing your composure. You are better equipped to make rational decisions, maintain your focus, and continue moving forward. So, focus on your emotional health. Take control of your emotions. Don't let them control you. Practice emotional discipline. Respond, don't react. And understand that in the end, your emotional state is a reflection of your internal mastery. The more you take charge of your emotions, the more in control of your life you will be. And perhaps most importantly, focus on your soul. This isn't a topic that's often discussed, but it's absolutely essential. Your soul, the core of your being, the part of you that gives you purpose, meaning, and direction, needs to be aligned. When your soul is out of sync, nothing else will truly matter. You can be in peak physical condition, have the sharpest mind, and manage your emotions with precision. But if your soul is adrift, if it lacks purpose, if it lacks direction, then none of those things will bring you true fulfillment. The void created by an unaligned soul cannot be filled by external achievements or superficial success. You need to find your purpose, your true purpose. You need to discover what drives you, what fuels your actions, what wakes you up in the morning with passion. And once you identify that purpose, you must live in alignment with it. This is not something you can neglect. You can't just go through the motions, chasing fleeting goals or trying to meet society's expectations. Your soul requires something deeper. It requires truth. It requires authenticity. It requires that you commit yourself fully to your purpose and live in accordance with it, no matter how challenging or uncomfortable that might be. In 2025, make it your mission to level up in every area of your life, but start from within. Focus on what truly matters, your soul, your purpose. This isn't about chasing external validation or hoping someone will hand you the success you crave. Stop looking to others to validate you. Stop waiting for someone else to make things right for you. The truth is, no one will do it for you. No one can hand you your dream life. You have to take the reins of your own destiny. You have to stop waiting for the perfect moment, because that moment will never come. Create that moment yourself. You are the one who determines your future. It all starts with you. You might encounter resistance, and you will, without a doubt. Change is never easy. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. But that discomfort is where growth happens. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. If you're not feeling challenged, if you're not feeling uncomfortable, then you're not growing, you're stagnating. So embrace the discomfort, recognize it as a sign that you're on the right path, that you're pushing past your limits, that you're expanding. It's time to step into the discomfort. It's time to start doing the hard work that most people shy away from. That's the difference between those who achieve something meaningful in life and those who simply exist. You will make mistakes, and that's okay. It's part of the process. It's not about avoiding mistakes, it's about how you handle them. It's about learning from them, growing through them. Don't let your mistakes define you. You don't have to carry them with you. Every day is a new opportunity to grow, to refine yourself, to improve, to move closer to the person you're meant to become. Just say it as a fact. Every day is a new opportunity to be kinder. Don't let fear of failure hold you back from taking bold action. It's better to fail than to never try at all. The world belongs to those who are willing to take risks, to put themselves on the line, to fall and rise again, and there, get up, disassociate and be genuine. You cannot hide. You have no excuse not to. Now ask yourself this: are you ready to focus on yourself in 2025? Are you ready to take full responsibility for your life, for your choices, for your outcomes? Are you prepared to make the changes necessary to become the person you were meant to be? Understand this: the world won't change for you. No one will come and hand you success or happiness. You have to create it yourself. Success isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create step by step, choice by choice. When you make the decision to focus on your growth, to focus on yourself, everything will change. Your relationships will improve because you will no longer be looking for validation from others. You will have the strength to build authentic, meaningful connections. Opportunities will multiply because you will have the clarity and discipline to recognize them and act on them. Your life will be filled with meaning because you will have a sense of purpose that guides you. And so, but this transformation starts with you. You are the creator of your destiny. When you stop being a passive participant in your own life and start taking charge, you unlock your true potential. No longer will you allow external circumstances to dictate your actions, but you will become the person who shapes your future. You will become the person who makes the hard decisions, who does the necessary work, who steps into discomfort, who learns growth every single day. So make the decision now. Commit to 2025 being the year of focusing on yourself. Stop waiting for life to give you what you want. Take it. The power is in your hands. Take the necessary steps to become the person you're meant to be. Stop waiting. Start doing. And once you make that commitment, don't look back. The past is gone and you're moving forward. Focus on who you're becoming, not who you were. Keep your eyes on the future. Keep your focus on your soul. Your purpose is waiting for you. Don't waste another second. Mia Langer Santos. Tell me, I'm Kujet Madui.